The ups and downs of pregnancy are insane. And it's only the beginning, guys. So we're on our way to postpartum. Welcome back, or welcome to another vlog. So I was really nervous. I think I said it in one of my last vlogs to ask my doctor about the fresh test, which I feel like is so ridiculous because you shouldn't feel that way. And she didn't make me feel that way. I was making myself feel that way because you just don't know how certain physicians act. So I just went in and I told her, I said, it's incredible to me that the information that has been given to us and things that have changed since just my oldest will be 6 years old, which is crazy. I can't even believe I'm saying it out loud. It's my worst nightmare. I'm so sad. It's devastating, but also so beautiful, and it's a part of parenthood. But I cannot believe how much has changed in my life, in myself, and I feel so guilty. This is just a little chat with you guys. I'm gonna take these off. It's just like, it makes me so sad and it makes me feel so guilty, which it shouldn't. And if somebody was telling me this, I would tell them otherwise, but I want to just be vulnerable and share with you guys. I feel like my first, and I don't know if you feel this way, but it's such a learning curve. You learn who you are as a mother. You're getting to know one of the things that I always tell my sister is we're getting to know these human beings. Even though we grew them and they're a part of us, we don't know each other on the level of like personality, and it's just such an honor. And so it's like you have this stranger who's not a stranger at all, but you have this stranger who you're getting to know. And so it's like such a beautiful part of motherhood, making that connection that's already really there, but just really honing in on the connection. And I feel like the first one, you're learning. You don't know what type of mother am I gonna be, right? Because we all talk smack before we have kids about what type of mother we're gonna be, what we're gonna allow, what we're not gonna allow, and then we actually are in the thick of it and shit changes. So I feel like my first got so many of my mistakes that I've made, or I don't even want to say mistakes, but learning curves. So much of my learning was your first, and then your second you do, I don't want to say a better job, because you never do a bad job, but then your second you're like, more about it, and but then you're at a different point in your life. And so now I look back at 6 years ago, and my best friend Ashlyn was telling me this. She's like, Ash, like so much has changed in 6 years, like, to make you who you are, because you just hold on to that guilt. And so it's like, now I'm like, oh my gosh, my third is gonna get the best of me, what I believe is my best. But we're just always continuing to grow and learn and just be on that journey. And so I just want to encourage you that, number one, you're not alone if you feel this way. Number two, it is a part of motherhood, and all you can do is show up as your best self and not overcomplicate it, because I think we do so much overcomplicating, and I think we're always searching for convenience. And motherhood is not supposed to be convenient. So that's my belief. So here I am now, 6 years later. So I've had 2 children. I've done the gestational diabetes test the first time with Mannix, my oldest. I took both tests, the 1 hour and what is the other one, the 2 hour test. And that was because the first one was like borderline, so they had me do it again. And I was a little bit over, and he let me slide, thank God. So then my second, I definitely failed the first one. I don't remember what I got. I was going for the second one I had scheduled, and then I had him at 28 weeks and 5 days. So I never made it to my second one. So here we are with the third baby. I'm 29 weeks today. I'm a little behind on this because I was waiting for it to come in, and I didn't order it right away like I was supposed to. So here's your number one shot. If this is something that, number one shot, here's your number one piece of advice. That doesn't even make sense. Here's some piece of advice. If this is something you're interested in, order it now and just have it. And have it ready for when you go to take it. I think it's between 24 and 29 weeks. So I'm right in the middle of it. So this is called the Fresh Test. This is a alternative to drinking that disgusting, sugary, repulsive drink. Maybe you don't think it is repulsive. Maybe you're fine with it. It's disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. The texture of it, the taste of it, and the ingredients. And so I went to my doctor and I said, listen, I'm very particular about what I put in my body. Yes, I still do eat Taco Bell. I do. But that is not something that I really want to take. If I'm gonna have to do that, I might as well eat. I've seen people say like you can eat a Snickers. There's other alternatives that you can take. So here I am. So this is a company, I keep looking at it, sorry. The Fresh Test, it's called. Non-GMO, gluten-free, natural, and no additives. So this is 50 grams of lemon glucose powder. So she said, no problem. Let me see if it's accepted by the LMPFDC, CDC, QA, whatever they do. Like, it's just, you know, the people that, you know, really care about our health so much and just put our health first and really just, you know, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. But it was accepted on whatever website she looked on. And so then she went up to LabCorp. I've always used Quest, but this was LabCorp. They're like in LabCorp now. You have to order they're not in LabCorp, but you can do the test LabCorp. So the Fresh Test is a diagnostic glucose beverage that is intended for patients who need to be screened for diabetes, something, or gestational diabetes. So the ingredients are non-GMO dextrose, which is obviously citric acid, borderline, lemon oil, lemon juice, crystallized lemon, organic peppermint leaf powder, and that is it. And I guarantee you right now, if you do a little Google search and you see what is in the glucose test, it's not this. It's not. It's probably this long, and it's disgusting, and I don't want that. I don't want my baby getting that, and I certainly don't want that in my body. Like, how does it make any sense? I don't know. So, like I said, use as directed by a physician for use in a 50-gram glucose load test, oral consumption only. So I've been trying to get in touch with LabCorp to see what the process is, and they haven't been answering. So I'm just gonna go there, and if I drink it in my car, and I drink it in my car, it's only 8 minutes away. You don't need a website. You don't need an appointment. So I'm just gonna go check it out and see what it is, but I'm gonna bring you guys along for the process. So I just threw a lot at you guys, but I'm hoping that this encourages you. I'm hoping that this brings some knowledge. I hope that this allows you the opportunity to know that you have options, to advocate for yourself, to look into these things. That's a whole nother subject that I'm just completely changed on, is looking into things. I never, 6 years ago, even now, my youngest, 3 years ago, he just turned 3, he's thriving. He was thriving from day one, even though he was so early. He spent 2 months in the NICU, but I never looked into these things. I just blindly trusted the people that I decided to be on my team, you know, doctors and everything. And even now, things are just so different with, you know, I have such a good, let me first off by saying, I have such an appreciation for modern medicine. If you chop your arm off, you can't glue it back on. You can't put some essential oils on it. I have such an appreciation, especially during this pregnancy, for all of the times that I've been so worried, and I've been comforted by these medical professionals that want to help me and that are genuinely interested. But that doesn't mean that it's okay to blindly trust opinions, because you have to be the advocate for yourself. You have to look into these things for your children, and you have to be educated instead of just signing the dotted line, not reading the pamphlets, not, you know, there's so many different things in parenting that we're faced with. And instead of that, having questions, talking to your doctor. You know you have a good doctor when they want to sit down and talk to you and answer your questions and take the time to listen and educate, and they're not, you know, upset that you're questioning. You should always question, you guys. I never once with either of my children read a pamphlet. I, again, blindly trusted, and I just said, what everybody else does, I'm just gonna do, because if I don't, then my baby's not gonna make it. Or, you know, these fear tactics. And I'm just at a different point in my life now, still involved in modern medicine. It gave my 28-weeker a chance at life, and now it's going through this whole process with a high-risk pregnancy and a cerclage. So I know I just threw a lot at you guys, but I just have been really inspired all morning. So I'm educating myself with this pregnancy and this time on the things that are going to be affecting my child's life and his health. and so on and so forth. So I definitely encourage you, maybe it's not that, maybe you're not interested in that, but having these conversations with your doctor, with yourself, with your spouse, with your family, and educating and knowing why you're making the decisions that you're making instead of making them blindly out of fear or because everybody else is doing it. Because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. So that's my little rant. I feel a little bit better. It's nice when you can be true to yourself and just be honest. So I'm on my way to LabCorp, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, leave it up to me. What is wrong with me? I never brought... Okay, when they gave me my script at the doctor's office, I kept it in my car because I know how I am. I'm just like, I'm gonna misplace it. Like, it'll be in my car. I'll forget it. Like, it'll just be there. Where I go, my car goes. Like, you know? Well, when my in-laws were here and we were cleaning out the car from just like the beach and whatever, I misplaced it. And so I go in there and they're like, where's your script? And I'm like, I don't know, where is it? So I'm like, okay, no biggie, I'll just call the doctor's office and have them fax it over real quick to get this done. And they're on lunch from 12 to 1:30. How do you go on lunch for an hour and a half? I get it, but like I also don't get it. So now I don't know what to do because they close at 3. So it's like, do I wait? And call at 1:30 and hope they fax it right over? Do I wait till tomorrow and do it? Like, what do I do? I'll probably just do that. I'll probably have them fax it over and then I'll just go do it tomorrow, which is just annoying and aggravating. I'm aggravated. It's my fault. It's my fault. Good morning, you guys. Let's try this again. I'm heading back for round 2. I just had a little yoga. I know it doesn't matter if you are fasting. We'll just begin the journey. I know it doesn't matter for this one. You don't have to fast. But I just had a little yogurt bowl. I did some yogurt. I like the Maple Hill yogurt. That's a good brand to get. I usually get the plain one, but they didn't have plain. They have the vanilla flavored, which is fine. I actually prefer the plain one because then I add in my own vanilla and I add in other stuff. I'll do like berries, some kind of berries. I had strawberries today. And then I'll do some Hue dark chocolate, which I love. And then walnuts and cinnamon and just like a spoonful of chia seeds, which is really yummy and not super, I don't feel super filled after it. But typically I have my coffee in the morning and I'm definitely not gonna do that. I also was reading some more research last night and of course I don't know the answers, but it just got me thinking, which I think we're supposed to be doing as human beings, like critical thinking all the time and questioning everything like I told you guys yesterday. The one girl that, she does home birth, so obviously it's a little different with her children, but she opts out of doing the glucose test and she tests her own blood sugar after meals because she's like, when am I ever, where am I going? Okay. When am I ever just drinking straight up 50 grams of sugar like that has like those type of ingredients? Which I thought was really, maybe I didn't explain that that well, but I thought that was really a good question. And I'd love to know what the answer is because, again, really good question. So this place is only literally like 8 minutes away from my house. So I'm gonna head there. They said they mix it for you, so I don't know if I'll be able to show you me drinking it, but I will be able to update you on how it tastes and how it goes. Crossing my fingers, but it is what it is. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm done. I'm done. Hopefully I pass. So I have to go to the bathroom so bad, but it was so gross in there, but they were all really so nice. The guy that was there yesterday was like, girl, where have you been? And I was like, oh, they went on lunch yesterday and I couldn't get my script sent over, but they got it, so it was all good. I drank the drink. I literally brought my own water You just literally take 10 ounces of water and you dump the whole Fresh Test thing in there. It tasted really good. I drank it in less than a minute. It was not bad. It was mixed with water, so it wasn't like that disgusting thick taste. My body still doesn't like it because, again, I'm not really doing this type of consumption. Like, and now I'm tired because it's 11:30 and I'm hungry. So anyways, overall, Fresh Test, 10 out of 10. I would never go back to the glucose drink again. I think it's important to ask your doctor to not be afraid. I'm telling you not to be afraid. I was afraid. We forget a lot that they work for us and we need to advocate for ourselves, and there's always another option. And so if they're denying you something like this that you want to do with your own body, something that you're looking out for, maybe you don't care, then I don't think that I would want somebody like that to be my doctor. So hopefully those results come back good. I'll probably do another vlog and let you guys know how it goes. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below and I will let you know. Otherwise, I will link the Fresh Test down below and you can go and check it out. 10 out of 10 recommend. That's it. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye. Oh my gosh, I'm literally like a cherry tomato right now. It's so hot outside. Okay, so I just got done with my appointment and I wanted to update you guys. You guys, I passed the glucose test and it was pretty low. I think she said it was 109 or something, and she said like a normal number or cutoff is like 140, and I know I've been really high with my other one, so I would be naive not to think that it has something to do. I know every pregnancy is different, but with the tests that I took, with the lifestyle changes that I've made, health has become such an important part of my life and my quality of life, and I can't imagine just accepting that this is just it, because I know the old me would be like, this is just it, right? Like, everything's hereditary and we just get sick and then that's how we go out, and not think that it has anything to do with the lifestyle changes. And with that being said, we could eat the healthiest food and, you know, and drink the healthiest water and not expose ourselves to anything and still get sick. So I don't know, it just was so nice. So I just wanted to update you guys with that and this, and I'm gonna end the vlog off here.
Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, check my repertoire, don't check me not. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, don't check me not. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never fold, never ever fold, never ever stone a rolling stone till I'm in Rolling Stone. Bet I'm close to gold, need a